The Prime Minister hopes this would be the last cabinet reshuffle ahead of the 2014 general elections. 7 new cabinet ministers took oath today, but none from Team Rahul, as had been widely speculated. Salman Khurshid has been moved to the Ministry of External Affairs. Ashwini Kumar will take over as the Union Law Minister. The focus of this reshuffle also on promoting regional leaders to the centre in a move that is prompted by the need to be ready for the 2014 general elections.
Salman Khurshid has given up the Law Ministry to become the new External Affairs Minister, while Ashwini Kumar has been promoted to Cabinet rank and is the new Law Minister. Veerappa Moily has been moved to Petroleum Ministry from Corporate Affairs Ministry. Dinshaw Patel has also been promoted as Cabinet Minister in Mines Ministry. Pallam Raju has also been upgraded and given the charge of HRD Ministry. K. Rahman Khan also makes a comeback into the Council of Ministers with the promotion to Cabinet rank. He has been given Minority Affairs Ministry, while Ajay Markan has been given the charge of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation Ministry. Harish Rawat is the new Water Resources Minister, while Chandresh Kumari is the new Culture Minister. Congress spokesperson Manish Tiwari has been inducted in the Cabinet and is the new Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting with independent charge. Chiranjeevi is the new Minister of State for Tourism with independent charge. Shashi Tharoor has been given the charge of HRD Ministry as MOS. Sachin Pilot has been given independent charge of Corporate Affairs Ministry. Jyotiraditya Scindia is the Minister of State for Power, Highways and Surface Transport Minister. CP Joshi has been relieved of Railways and the portfolio has been now handed over to Pawan Kumar Bansal. Kamal Nath has got the additional charge of Parliamentary Affairs Ministry.
Things have changed a lot. We now have a ministry for overseas Indians. And we work, obviously, the Ministry of External Affairs works closely with them because on the ground outside the country, it's the Ministry of Foreign Affairs who have External Affairs, who have their personnel. And as you said, I mean, 20 years ago is a long time. And the world has changed a lot in 20 years. And for me to go back to what the world was 20 years ago will be putting the clock back. Let me just get a feel from inside the ministry of what the world looks like today.
Well, India is gradually becoming more and more urbanized, and I think the pace of urbanization will even speed up. It is expected that by 2020 many of our states will have more than 50% of their population living in urban areas. Even now it is 30% in the entire country. So having such a scenario, we need to see to it that the disparity which exists in these urban areas. In India, if you have to see disparity, you have to go to urban areas where the richest of the rich live and poorest of the poor also live side by side. So here is something about the urban shelter, about poverty alleviation is something which is very important, and it is also given adequate emphasis in the 12th plan also. Right. So once I take over, I have some definite plans and we'll take it forward.
Right. I think country has a great scope to get over that, and as on today the demand is raising, and ultimately this is the energy security will have to be addressed with the multi-pronged attack, and there is no point in avoiding or delaying the decision. Delay will cost the nation, delay will cost the people, and delay will definitely cost the common man, and we need to take decisions immediately.
The priority has to be to improve the health of the ministry.
What about the financial
both physical and financial health? But if we think of to improve the financial health, is to actually see it has to be a larger exercise. It has not to be just confined only to the increase in fares or freights. That's not what the physical or the financial health would depend upon. We have to look into many aspects to see where we can cut on expenditure, where we can utilize the resources properly, and if necessary, how to really go about the fares also with the larger objective of providing the best services to the people.
मेरी कोशिश जरूर रहेगी कि अधोसंरचना के आधार पर जो ऊर्जा का संचार की जरूरत है, चाहे कृषि के क्षेत्र में हो, चाहे औद्योग के क्षेत्र में हो, चाहे किसी भी क्षेत्र में हो, उसे घर घर तक पहुंचाना, ये हमारे सरकार का दायित्व और सरकार का एक संकल्प सदैव रहा है, और उस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचना, ये हमारी कोशिश रहेगी।
I think it's a privilege and an honor to serve an institution as august and as illustrious as the Indian National Congress. And I feel humbled and I feel privileged. I have had the privilege of working with late Shri Rajiv Gandhi as the National President of the NSUI, with Mrs. Gandhi as our Youth Congress President. I've worked with Mr. Rahul Gandhi in the same AICC team.
Prime Minister Sonia and Rahul Gandhi also felt that getting in younger faces or upgrading the existing ones could give the much needed facelift, in the hope that those not carrying the baggage of controversies would divert attention from the stalemate within the government, though it's unlikely that the opposition will change its focus.
टीम के चेहरे बदलने से मुझे नहीं दिखाई पड़ता है कि कोई काम होने वाला है।
एक म्यूजिकल चेयर बन गया है।
Yet another attempt being made by the Prime Minister and Sonia Gandhi to give a facelift to the UPA2, which had increasingly started looking jaded. It's a mixed bag, but at the end of the day, it's the policies and not the faces which can emerge as the game changer. Will this really happen? Will 2014 be a win-win situation for the Congress?